Am I the asshole for ordering expensive meals when I eat out with my family? So let's start with some background. My 33F family consists of my grandparents, old, my mom, 50s, my dad, 60s, and my little sister, 29, and her boyfriend. We are all adults, have our own places, and pay our own way in life. I'm going to be honest though, they are all poor. Like working multiple jobs, struggling to get by, and can't really afford nice meals. In contrast, I am well off. I moved out and worked multiple jobs while in college in order to be able to afford it and life expenses. I had days where I couldn't afford food, lived in a shithole house sharing situation, etc., so I know what it's like and how hard it is. Now on to the real situation. We sometimes go out to eat, like a few times a year. It's always planned by my mom as a birthday get-together, during my birth month. However, every time the bill comes out, everyone is suddenly going to the bathroom, smoke break, anything to pretend the bill isn't there. So I end up paying for everyone, even though it's supposedly my birthday dinner, and I didn't plan anything or pick the place. This year they tried to do this again. I tried to cancel citing low funds, and ended up saying in advance people should pay for themselves. Everyone ended up ordering less food, used coupons etc., and made comments about me being off the hook. Also, I ordered a decently priced steak to share with my fiancé. They made comments and gave me looks. So am I the asshole for 1, not paying for everyone else? I paid for myself and my fiancé. And 2, ordering a nicer steak, which I shared with my fiancé because we ate prior to going, when they couldn't order a nicer steak? Edited the actual am I the asshole questions to be more clear. Additional clarity/context I forgot to include. I had told my mom last year I don't like doing dinners for my birthday, and earlier in the month, when my mom tried to plan a dinner, I had said no because of low funds. The plans were changed to apple picking. My mom and sister made the reservation for the restaurant while we were at the apple farm. I tried to say I didn't want to go because we already ate, but was told to just come and order a drink. So before we even left to go to the restaurant is when I said people should pay on their own. Every other time I just sucked it up and paid, but similar things happen. I get invited and then stuck with the bill. Info. If you know money is an issue for the rest of the family, why are you not having a potluck family dinner at home with a homemade cake? It's a weird flex to order something expensive knowing others at the table can't have the same. Have a backyard barbecue that everyone can relax and visit with each other. Not the asshole. I am honestly surprised they came and paid their own way. I did not see this story ending that way. You handled it perfectly. You didn't say you couldn't afford a steak. You said low funds, meaning you couldn't afford everyone's food. You never should have been expected to pay in the first place. It's sad you even had to specify, but I am glad you did and glad it all worked out. If they get mad, that's their problem. I hope you enjoyed your steak. While it is understandable that you don't want to be taken advantage of and setting clear expectations, it is not a nice thing for you to order a steak when you know money is an issue and you see people ordering less or using coupons. So I would separate the two issues. Don't accept any more of these birthday celebrations organized by your mom because the dynamic is not going to change and you will only keep getting frustrated/annoyed or behaving petty. If you do want to celebrate with your family, then you organize something where you feel the ownership and can define the budget and activity, so you decide if or how much to pay. Not the asshole, but honestly, why do you agree to do this for your own birthday when it doesn't seem like a comfortable or fun situation for you? Something at home, or more low-key, could work out better. If elaborate dinners are your thing, maybe do this with other people. But it feels like you need to make a call since it's your birthday after all. But if she ordered a steak to share, that means 2 people ate for the price of 1. So not showing off. I dunno, I am well off and I usually pick up the tab. That's the one true joy of wealth, making other people happy. If you don't want to do it, don't do it, so I guess not the asshole. Am I the asshole for missing my girlfriend's minor surgery for an important business trip? My girlfriend of 2 years, 37F, decided to ride her bike while drunk last weekend, got into an accident and broke her arm. It's by any measure a minor break and it requires by any measure, minor surgery to fix it. I've been very supportive and very nice to her the last few days, even though I'm really, more than a bit, mad at her for riding her bike while drunk. She is having the surgery next week. I have a business trip coming up next week, which I've already rescheduled to avoid going away during the surgery. But the surgery date has now changed to the exact date I rescheduled my business trip to. She really wants me to stay for the surgery, and of course I want to, but this is a very important trip, and my job pays for the vast majority of our expenses. Sometimes I feel like she has no respect for that. If I cancel or reschedule the trip again, it will really negatively affect my reputation at work and will be a big missed opportunity. If it were another circumstance, like a totally unpreventable accident or a more serious illness, of course, I would make every effort to be there. But saying to my colleagues, sorry, my girlfriend rode her bike drunk and broke her arm, so I can't go to the very important meeting, doesn't seem like a good look. She's really making me feel bad about it. Am I the asshole for thinking, as a 37-year-old adult, she should live with the consequences of her stupid action and not make me feel bad about it and jeopardize my job and our overall well-being? I just want to say that no, it's not a minor break. Minor breaks get casted, and you move on. I've had a minor break. My kid has had a minor break. Minor breaks do not require surgery. Nah. I don't think you're an asshole for not wanting to reschedule a work trip you've already rescheduled. I also don't think she's an asshole for being upset that you're not going to be there. You are not the asshole for not being able to reschedule a work trip for the second time. That's life. You do need to make sure she has someone to drive her to and from, and be with her till you get back. You are the asshole for acting like you are punishing her for being drunk when she had the accident. And no way people at your work should be told she was drunk. Hopefully this mishap has been enough of a consequence for that bonehead move. What you are doing is acting like she needs to be punished even more for it. You can express disapproval without adding to the damage. You can also have a conversation about her drinking habits and insist on counseling or AA if that is a factor. Honestly, everyone sucks here. She should not have driven her bike drunk, and by the sound of it should consider your job/income more, in case the trip actually is as important as you make it out to be. You meanwhile downplay her situation and really talk like you don't even like her. A minor break wouldn't need a surgery, and no surgery truly is minor. They all have risks, and that she doesn't want to be alone is justified. That you downplay her situation and low-key punish her for driving her bike drunk is just disrespectful. Also, it would make a difference if this is her main hand/arm being affected. And your work wouldn't even need to know that she drove her bike drunk. Why are you so eager to make it known? I don't think it matters that she was drunk or not. You can't reschedule it again, and it looks bad to do that. I would leave it at that. Info. If she had broken it in some other way, would you feel this way, or are you just punishing her because she did it while riding her bike drunk? Also, a break that requires surgery is not a simple/minor break. Surgery is risky even for everyday procedures when you factor in anesthesia, complications, and also the fact that she's not going to be able to use an arm for several weeks when she gets home and probably needs help to just do daily tasks. Ta for not rescheduling a second time, but the aholi for how you keep throwing her mistake in her face. She was stupid, I think that is clear even to her, but she is also in pain, so stop being mean about it. And to be fair, you wouldn't have to mention the drunk cycling at work, so that's BS. You could just mention how the hospital had to change the date, how inconvenient, and yada yada. But I understand that it wouldn't give a good impression and not wanting to do that. Doesn't your girlfriend have anyone else to support her? Friend, sister, mother? Perhaps someone else can come with her. Am I the asshole? Bonus day off work is not equal to contributing nothing at home? I can't tell who's in the wrong here, but I want to arm myself with some great reasons why he's the asshole. Or conversely, back off and let him do his thing. My husband has 15 days of sick time and 4 weeks vacation. He'll randomly decide to take a day, probably once a month, to chill at home after he drops our toddler off at daycare. I work from home. I don't have as generous vacation or sick time. When he takes his sick day, he takes over the office and games all day. Totally fine, he grabs our extra monitor from the basement and sets up my station for me at the dinner table. But I get really annoyed that he has all this bonus time that could be used to toss a load in the laundry, 5 minutes, or get dinner ready so that I don't have to try to balance my last hour of work, 5 p.m., with trying to get supper ready before my toddler gets home, at 5 p.m. He says that he wants me to pretend that he's still at work, so that he doesn't have to do anything, that he's choosing a chill day. He says he won't take them anymore if I'm just going to guilt him, but I literally just want him to take the last hour of the day to do some picking up and make dinner. Am I the asshole? He says that he wants me to pretend that he's still at work, so that he doesn't have to do anything, Then he should get out of the house and stop kicking you out of your office, so he can fuck around. Not the asshole. Day. He says he won't take them anymore if I'm just going to guilt him. Good. Info. Do you get days off where you contribute nothing to the home and get a chill day? If yes, then he should get as many of those as you get. If no, then this needs to be equalized. Either he needs to be just as responsible for the home and family as you on days off, or he needs to make space for you to have days that you take completely off just like he does. Not the asshole. He's taking over your workspace to game on these days. That's already an imposition. Asking him to take an hour out of his 8+ hours of recreation to participate in family life so you don't have to juggle chores and work seems more than fair, and the idea that he'd literally rather work the whole day than do that seems beyond absurd. Call his bluff. Not the asshole. That's a weird form of entitlement going on there. My boyfriend thinks like this too, that a day off is for doing nothing. I never get to do nothing because we have a home and pets to maintain. His getting a day off from work doesn't give him the day off as your partner. Not the asshole. I exploded when he chucked you out the office. Info. Do you ever get any pretend I'm not here 100% off zero responsibility relaxation days? Where you're off work, and also he covers absolutely all household responsibilities. Am I the asshole for going inside my ex's house? I, 37F, was married to my ex-husband, 42M, for 16 years. We got married really young, and we have 2 kids, 7 and 11. We divorced about a year and a half ago, and honestly, we get along better now than we ever did married. Our co-parenting relationship is really solid. He still lives in the house we bought together, and I have my own place. We split custody 50-50ths. Here's the part that's causing drama. I regularly go inside his house when I'm picking up or dropping off the kids. Sometimes it's just to grab something they forgot for school. Sometimes it's because they're not ready yet. And sometimes it's just to talk for a bit about issues going on with the kids, school, etc. It is literally always about the kids. There are zero romantic feelings there. He even has a girlfriend. And for both of us, it just feels natural and easy. The issue is with my new boyfriend. We've been dating a couple months, and he says it's super uncomfortable for him that I go into my ex's house at all. He thinks I should just wait in the driveway, garage, or car, and only talk to my ex when it's strictly about the kids. He feels it's disrespectful for me to spend time in there and have long conversations with my ex. From my perspective, we're co-parents, we're friends, and being on good terms makes life better for the kids. But my boyfriend clearly feels strongly about it. I think I should be able to go inside the house without it being a huge deal. Am I the asshole for going into my ex's house and keeping a close co-parenting relationship? So what you're saying is your current boyfriend is so insecure he can't understand that you could possibly be on good non-romantic terms with your ex who you spent most of your adult life with and wants to ruin that co-parenting relationship, which is good for your kids, to make him feel better about himself? Ha 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 ha, girl, dump him. Not the asshole. If your boyfriend is uncomfortable that you have a healthy, friendly co-parenting relationship, he is not the guy for you. Not the asshole, and you might want to look for a new boyfriend. This jealous this early in a relationship is a huge no in my opinion. The new boyfriend won't last. He doesn't understand, and will never understand your solid relationship with your ex. And at 2 months, he's already trying to alienate you from the ex. Just know, don't let this new guy ruin your great co-parenting friendship. If only all exes were able to do it as well as you do with your ex. Your kids are hugely benefiting from your mature relationship with your ex. Your new boyfriend's insecurities will ruin the status quo if you even give him an inch. He's not mature enough to date you. Not the asshole. Not the asshole, but this is a big red flag. Disrespectful implies that you're the property of your BF, and that his property rights are not being respected. Disrespectful is not a word one would use to describe the behavior of a whole human person with agency and relationships outside of current dating who has done literally nothing wrong. Not the asshole. Your boyfriend just threw up a red flag. Waiting outside would be fine if there was a problem between you two, but it does not sound like that is the case. And that is great. It is also between you and your ex. This boyfriend does not get a say in how you and your ex do what is best for your children. Kind of a red flag.